Hi, my name is Madison, and I'm defending the argument that the Endangered Species Act should be abolished. The Endangered Species Act ultimately does more harm than good. As a Republican, defending the idea that it should be abolished, one main reason is that only 30 species over the 40 years have been saved and have been taken off the endangered species list, but that's 30 out of thousands. And that's not looking so good for us. Also, with the inclined threat of the threatened species, which is one class below the endangered species, cases being higher up, they're taking these case by case. And so the protections of the species added to the list are ultimately being reduced. Now, the Endangered Species Act was honestly a very good effort from our President Richard Nixon back in 1973. However, as the years went by, more species are being added to the list than being protected, and more bad is being done than good from this act. Now, there's 3 questions in total that arises from what we should do with the act. One question is, why are we trying to save the animals in the first place? Now, we do need animals. Now, I'm not saying that the Endangered Species Act is terrible, because it does do some type of good. Because we do need animals in our ecosystem for us to thrive together, for us to thrive together. However, we don't need every animal, which arises into the second question. Do we need to save all the animals? No. Ultimately, we do not need to save all the animals. And that may strike some people as, well, what do you mean we don't need to save all animals? Now, all animals aren't needed for us to progress the way we are progressing. Not all animals are beneficial to our ecosystem. 2 animals I brought up was the dodo bird and the Catarrhina pupfish. The dodo bird was extinct around late 1950s, early 1960s. And the Catarrhina pupfish has just become recently extinct in 2000s. Now, these 2 were part of our ecosystem early on, yes. However, they did not benefit us in a way that we need them or that we need to bring them back, that there was a big effort for us to bring them back. Because as you can see, me, you, everyone else is still thriving without these 2 species being on this planet. Lastly, the final question that's being brought up is there a better way to save the animals without the Endangered Species Act? And there is. I believe that for us, with the Endangered Species Act, we just need to protect the animals that are really beneficial to our ecosystem. So that's saying like a certain fish, such as like tuna or salmon, or certain trees or certain birds. Not every animal is needed. Not every animal is beneficial. Yes, we may like to see the animal. The animal is good for our enjoyment, such as peacocks and everything. Yes, the animal is good for our enjoyment, but do we really need it is the end question. And most people would say, yes, well, they were part of the ecosystem first. Yes, they're part of the ecosystem first. However, we are wasting money. We're wasting millions of dollars on this act when we're not even protecting half of the species that's actually on that act. We're not protecting all of them. And if we can't protect all of them, then we should protect them at all. And yeah, thank you.